Another day, a new opportunity here to reconnect with self, with spirit. Always brand new, always so beautiful. You can just let go of everything from the night or the day. Allow a completely blank mind, a blank slate. A relaxed state. And we can open up to what Jesus has for us for this day. A lesson to practice.
Today our lesson is lesson 238. On my decision, all salvation rests. On my decision, all salvation rests.
On my own decision, all salvation rests.
Father, your trust in me has been so great, I must be worthy. You created me and know me as I am. And yet you placed your Son's salvation in my hands and let it rest on my decision. I must be beloved of you indeed. And I must be steadfast in holiness as well, that you would give your Son to me in certainty that he is safe who still is part of you, and yet is mine, because he is myself.
And so again today, we pause to think how much our Father loves us and how dear his Son, created by his love, remains to him whose love is made complete in him. How dear his Son, created by his love, remains to him whose love is made complete in him. So today's lesson is all about experiencing this love for the Son of God, which is our brother. It's our brother's true self, our sister's true self. Saying he placed salvation in my hands. His Son's salvation. This is a way of seeing that your function is to extend complete love, to fully forgive your misperceptions, and to make the decision for this. All salvation lies on your decision for this, to accept this love, which is, it's not something we have to muster, something we have to allow in a love. Okay, so we'll take some time in meditation to allow the experience of this. We pause again today and think about how much our Father loves us. Think about how much the source of love loves us. It's hard to think about because it's so much that it is completely incomprehensible. Beyond understanding. And as you go within, you can think about this lesson: on my decision, all salvation rests. My decision. You have a very, very, very powerful mind. And it is on our decision that salvation comes as an experience. And we can call it healing of the mind. It is healing of the mind that we decide for as we go within. So how are you today? Hopefully you're deeply blissed out after this. If you are, please stay blissed out. But if there is something you need to, unearth, lay out there, unburden.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, I feel burdened by my grievances against my my landlord or even roommate somehow, because we were living in the same house and we had a kind of fight or so. I think he feels hurt because I seemingly violated his privacy. He screamed and was a day after quite upset and didn't want to speak. And so now I feel so deeply fearful and threatened by him. So it's every sound I hear in the house, it's threatening me or somehow makes me fearful. And I forgive and I do my lessons, and it comes again and again. Yeah, and I don't know, maybe I have to leave or go to another place to live.
You know what this is, dear?
Oh, pardon?
Would you like to know what this is?
Oh, yeah.
It is an opportunity. It is an opportunity. This scenario you described and the feelings you have, it's a request for your innocence. It's an opportunity to release the guilt. It seemed like something happened, somebody got angry, so, you know, whatever the scenario is.
Mm.
It's something that the guilt has been projected onto, the guilt that you believe you're separated.
Mm.
So the power of healing is in you. The power of healing this discomfort, this bad feeling that you're wrong, you have done something wrong.
Yeah.
Go in and clean it up in your mind.
Yeah, the deep belief that I have done something wrong and it's my fault, or that I'm a weird person with weird needs and
that's also an opportunity. That perception of you, of what you are, of who you are, that's equally an opportunity to go in and clean the guilt. Because that perception comes from guilt too.
Yeah, and I'm really attracted to guilt. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all the many causes you perceived as bringing pain and suffering to you, your guilt was not among them. That's the whole idea, to not see the guilt. It's believed to be external causes and sources to the different, even the self-concept that I'm a weirdo, I'm weird, you know, that is, the guilt is the source of that thought. But that's pushed away. It's believed to come from something else. So the whole, we do need to go in and detect, first detect and then clean. Detect what we believe and then do this cleaning of guilt in the mind, because you are worthy of your innocence. Your innocence is your birthright. It's who you are. So no matter what happens, that's the calling, is to go within and clean the guilt. Then you will be a powerful magnet for love. So that's the first step. And then sure, if you feel like it would be helpful to move or to do some, you know, move to another place, but that shouldn't be the first thing, because then that is trying to escape because you believe it's real.
Yeah, yeah, I feel it. Yeah. Then I make it real. Yeah. It's somehow as if I want to flee from it, to go to a comfortable place with, yeah.
No, we can always go within and do this cleaning in the mind.
Yeah, and I feel it's such a deep opportunity to find my beliefs about myself and what I see seemingly projected, and old feelings, fearful feelings, but auch, I think underneath this anger, that he is not reacting or behaving in ways that I prefer. He's an quite opposite of this person here. And wow, yeah. And sometimes I can see it and feel the loving things he's doing, and yeah. So thank you for this reminder. It's a good reminder. Yeah, thank you. And I pray that I want to heal this and to find this guilt, to release it. Thank you.
That's very good. What a good prayer.
Yeah.
Anytime there's discomfort or distress, anytime you believe there is an external event that is causing an upset, to have that thought, I want to find the guilt. I want to find the guilt that is causing this. That's a shortcut to fixing anything. Because you will feel innocent and you will perceive everything differently. Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great. And next.
Yeah, I just really feel this theme around the guilt in the mind and, you know, projecting it out, especially onto the lady that I'm working with at the moment. And yeah, and I really practiced yesterday so much with the lesson. Just keep bringing it back and allowing it to melt away in the moment. And what I've noticed while I've been listening here, it's like it's just the ego mind is just trying to bring anything and everything actually up. And I don't know if I'm actually avoiding it or I'm not clear really, but I know my prayer is yeah, to just see the guilt and let it go. But I have a feeling that, yeah, am I avoiding it? Am I actually, you know, allowing it? And I see the control as well, you know, wanting everything to turn out the way that I want it as well. And yeah, so it's... And I had a much better day yesterday by yeah, moment by moment. So yeah, there's a prayer really to, yeah, not give up on myself.
Yeah, and I think because you have the willingness to heal, you have the desire that whatever comes up is for that unwinding. That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it is enough. And I always think I have to add something to it. You know, I have to get involved in my own healing, and it's not for me, is it? But I just love these meetings and the inspiration that I bring forward from all the shares, and yeah, it just so helps me through the day. So I'm just so grateful as well. It's beautiful. Thank you. That's all.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And I want to say I like that incentive, like to see where the guilt comes from. You know, that you were saying, do I do enough? You know, and yeah, by your willingness, you do enough. You know, it's the ego is a pusher, but to have the incentive to see it, yeah, to see it, then we can release it. And I feel that you do have that.
Yeah, I feel I do. And I get a bit shy around that. It's like, yeah, I actually have that willingness. And yeah, I want to put that out there too. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a matter of slowing down in moments when the ego wants you to rush through something.
Yeah.
Wants you to avoid seeing the emotion, the belief.
Yeah, I see that rush coming up and then going, oh, hold on a moment. Yeah, just stop here. And that's so often in the day at the moment. It's like, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So helpful.
We have Åsa next here. Where did you go?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I wanted to, just thank you all for this meeting, because I had when he spoke, I don't remember his name, but when he spoke and you said that it's guilt, I just felt this huge, like I'm burdened. I just recognized that that's what I do. I do it to myself and I do it to other people. And it was just such a big relief. And I just find it so incredible, these opportunities that you speak about, Jenny, that I also connected with Jenny the other day when I had an event happening where I was scammed. And it was regarding medicine to my son. and there I go, share all my lost hope, because that was the big lesson. I put so much hope in this thing. And Jenny just, it's a great opportunity. Yeah, that's what it is. And I could really see how sick it is of me to be so focused on getting him well, and that the healing is it's not about anything out there. I have to just go back with everything and look at this. I'm sick. I'm certainly sick, because I'm so that was one thing that I wanted to share. And also I wanted to share that this night, it's regarding how I feel at work. But this night I got really sick, so I couldn't go to work today. And it was so painful. But now, after this release, I feel almost nothing.
Beautiful. That's how healing goes. You release the guilt and you get well. Yeah. So much lighter. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Was you and Dick, you were sitting next to each other on the screen before, and I was thinking, both of you are thinking of coming here for the retreat. I'm just waiting for your final yes, or I think I have received it from both of you. I don't know, but it sounded like it. So,
Dick's giving a thumbs up. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. I want to share one more thing that I thought was also amazing. I had a colleague who decided, for her own reasons, of course, she didn't want to communicate with me. She told, all of a sudden, she just told the boss she refused to work with me. And I could see so clearly when I let go of the blame towards her that of course she's doing her best, and it's the guilt again that I go into this right and wrong, and it's just what it is. And when I could see that, or unsee that she's wrong, I could just go back, a few weeks later, and she was coming towards me, hi, and I was coming towards her. And it's just so beautiful. It's just such a relief,
Yeah. It can be immediate. The reflection is immediate when you change.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you too.
Thank you all for sharing, and thank you, me.
Vanessa, I think you're our last share today. Good morning.
Good morning. Now I was just looking in my mind and just realized that for me, it's like it's separate when we talk about guilt. And for example, for me, it's like I feel guilt when I'm sure that I have done something wrong. Then okay, guilt. But when I feel angry, I cannot associate with guilt. It's weird, you know. Even it's like the belief in I have a strong reason to feel guilt, to feel angry. But it's in the same way. It's like I deserve to feel in the way that I feel, even I don't like to feel in this way. Like feel angry it's terrible because my body shake. I just want to go away from the situation. And just like, oh my God. And
I do.
Yeah, just like to expose that because it was not clear. But now maybe when you start to explain and all of the sharing was like, wow, it's almost like I want to be right to feel so bad. And Jesus, have mercy. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a good prayer. It's called righteousness, self-righteousness. You know, when you're angry and you feel you have the right to be angry, it's righteousness. But yeah, it does come from the ego, and I hear you're sensing that. But it's hard. It can be hard to see that it comes from guilt. But there is guilt underneath. And feeling angry doesn't feel good. So even to defend, but I have the right to be angry now because I'm right about something. Then Jesus has an excellent question for that. It's like, would you rather be happy than right? Would I be right or happy? Because you can't be both right and happy. And we are never right about form. Because it's form, because rightness is salvation, it's eternal, and form is illusion. So it's helpful to release the anger and come back to peace. I want to be happy rather than right, you know, because you can communicate without being angry. Because anger is like attack. Anger is, I have to defend something, you know, and it doesn't help ever.
I can communicate without being angry. I can wait for the anger come down. I don't need to talk when I'm angry. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sometimes you can practice to release the anger first and say, I would rather be happy than right. I would rather be happy than angry. Yeah, anger is never justified. Because anger, there is this, but I'm right and they're wrong. Rightness and wrongness. It's a belief in right and wrong. And all those dualistic beliefs are unhelpful. Only forgiveness helps. But what I mean is that doesn't take away that you can communicate clearly. You know, when you need to communicate, we are communication devices. We are made to communicate. But so, yeah, because anger, I think, usually implies the belief that you're wrong. That's why you get angry, or that someone else is wrong. It's always about right and wrong, and that is not, that's not the perspective that we need to use. We need the right mind, right-mindedness, always, but not to judge the form. Thanks for bringing that up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. A sweet, sweet vibe this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, really lovely. And very, yeah, very nice sharings in terms of this theme on my decision, all salvation rests. So today we can pause and invite this big love that God has for us. You can read the lesson again and yeah, allow this really today. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.